Hey everyone, double checking here. Not sure we have anyone in the chat just yet, but if you are in the chat, let us know if you can hear us loud and clear. Just setting up here real quick. Make sure we're muted so we don't, hear ourselves. And I think we are live, but I don't know if we can hear or if anyone's in the chat right now. So let us know if you guys can hear us loud and clear. It's exciting. We haven't done one of these in a while. We haven't done live, but Tiff will be joining me. I promise. She'll be here in just a moment. All right. And I think we are good. Now let's see if I can get on this with the other ones to make sure we have a working live. According to that, we have one person watching. There you go. Look at that. We got people coming in. Cajun reseller. We got it's snack time over here. What do you got going on for snacks?
Mango.
What kind of mango?
Chili mango.
If you haven't had Trader Joe's chili mango, yeah, it's an amazing snack, and especially if you got a salty craving. There you go. Everyone's popping in. You guys can hear us loud and clear. Look, Laura's here. Lindsay's here. Angela Hall. Okay. Mr. Mom Vlog. Awesome to see everyone joining. ¿Qué tal a todos? Si quieren, lo podemos hacer todo en español. No? I think that's a no.
I mean, you can.
We have done it in the past, and you just nodded. All right, everyone. So besides talking about the giveaway, which today is our first closing of the first giveaway of the month of February, we're also going to talk about some responsible things you can do to avoid getting scammed by a buyer.
Sure. Yes.
Yes. Quick poll in here, though. How many of you guys have had any issues with a buyer, some kind of scamming, whether it's like ship this item to a different location and then they come back and say, hey, I never received the item. I want a refund, or get a return that is not your item. And then they try to stay with your money. You know, things happen. I mean, I remember looking back, people would say like they're afraid to shop on eBay because they were afraid they were going to get scammed or, buy something and never get it. But I think it's the other way around too.
Oh, on Amazon.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I don't think we've had that issue on Amazon, but.
No, we've had a couple returns on Amazon, but they were direct returns and then quickly put back on sale.
We saw scams, but from our friends.
Yeah, other friends. Yeah. So normally we'd have Pure Hustle Podcast, awesome group of guys in here with us, but they have something going on. But Orlando has told the stories where I think he sold the Bose system and they returned him some random system. But it was just so complicated to deal with Amazon that, let it go.
Yeah.
Let's see. I sent a package to the wrong buyer and she kept it and said she never got it. Ooh.
The new shipping label.
Yeah. That sucks. Yeah. We had an issue like that where I mixed up shipping because, I do shipping. And thankfully, they eventually followed through and sent things back.
Yeah, we talked about it in one of our videos, but we got a request for a return and it was for a dress. Actually, the Tricks of the Trade dress that Laura Von V knows. That dress was supposed to get returned to us. We got a ring instead, like a gold diamond ring. Yeah, which cost more than the dress, but we let the buyer know so we didn't get scammed or tried to get scammed or.
Yeah, I mean, we could have tried to keep it and whatnot, but I mean, we just wanted to make sure we had an easy transaction. And in our case, we take care of our metrics.
And then with that, we had called eBay and let them know about the issue. And what we did was we had the buyer cancel the return for the dress. So we didn't have to refund her. She kept the dress, and then we sent her ring back. And then all is well in the world.
Yeah. At first it was a little tricky because so what would happen is if we refunded them the dress, then technically like we needed to have something in our hand, so that's why we had the ring. So the deal was, and we spoke with them and eBay, was the easiest thing to do was cancel that return on their end so that there's no issue on our side and no issue on their side, because I wouldn't report a buyer for anything. And then we were just going to take care of the shipping label through PayPal. So thankfully that worked.
Cajun reseller shipped a new box of Legos, and they sent back a Ziploc bag with 3 pieces of Legos. And Amazon gave them a full refund.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's those stories that make it really scary to sell on Amazon. And we do sell on Amazon, but not
at a huge volume.
For that reason too.
Yeah.
Because it's so scary. And when you get the returns, you kind of just have to deal with it, because it's like your word against the buyers and vice versa. So you can say that they shipped you the 3 Legos, and then Amazon's going to side with the buyer. Yeah.
So there's a few things, though, that we like to recommend, or I mean, we do for ourselves to help pretty much give us the best benefit of the doubt. And with that is quick communication. So if we have some kind of issue come in, say we get a message from a buyer that says, we had a tear in this item. If in our case, it's an item we can afford just to refund and move on, we'll let them know. Go ahead and open up a return case if you'd like, and do it for fit. And then we'll make sure to refund you right away so that you don't have to, ship it back to us. So the plus side to that is if it's does not fit, we don't have a ding in our account, and we can just take care of it real quick and done, rather than let the buyer be upset because we're ignoring them and then they open up a damaged item, and then that could be a problem.
Yep.
Yeah. Normally I take care of the messages. That's why.
Returns are harder for merchant fulfilled. Did we get a merchant fulfilled one? Oh, hi, Savannah. Merchant fulfilled. Oh, we had an issue with a merchant fulfilled order where we got an order for a toy that we had 5 of in our listing, and the buyer bought all 5 of this toy. And then we got a message after we sent it out that her son accidentally purchased the toys without her knowing, and she wanted to return the toys back to us.
Yeah, and then I mean, my message to them was because it was merchant fulfilled and we are ship quick, we shipped it right away. And by the time we got that message, that was already at the post office. So they opened up a return, and then second problem was they opened up a return for the full amount, but then they told us on a message that their kid opened up one of the toys. So then I forgot how we had to cancel that return and then open up a return for just 4 instead of the 5.
I don't know. It was, yeah.
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
It was a whole thing.
Yeah, but I think best practices to avoid running into issues with some of the possible, say, buyer scammers is be honest with your listings. I mean, if you think there might be a stain or a flaw, don't pretend you didn't see it. Just take a picture of it.
Yeah, and then flawed items on eBay still sell, especially if you're a bin shopper. And then I know Denali sells flawed items all the time. And then we recently sold a flawed item, and it was in our listing, so they couldn't claim that it wasn't disclosed.
Yeah, and we talked about it in one of our recent or our last sold video where we talked about January.
And then also don't ship out items to people after they buy it and then tell you that the address is wrong. Make sure that you contact eBay before you ship it out, because we have seen some new buyers online or new sellers online asking about that.
Yeah. So in the past, when we first started, I just did it, but really we're putting ourselves up, at risk. So I actually spoke with eBay about it, and they told us do not do it. They said if the buyer messages after the purchase, have it canceled and tell them to repurchase it after they correct the address. And that's so that everything lines up, so that if something goes wrong with, say, shipping, and then they say, oh, I never got it, well, you have the proper address and tracking all going to the right person. And if you have all that stuff, then eBay will back you up, assuming you ship the right item. What do we got in there? Yeah, but so that's what I was saying. Like, being an honest seller helps to prevent the buyer scams situations. But coming on and pretty much going to eBay. So whenever you're in doubt, we always go to eBay. Yeah, when in doubt, call eBay. Even if it could be frustrating going to the call center. But it really does help protect you from any, dings. Let me see. But yeah, so, any questions? We want to do a quick, maybe 30 minutes before we do our quick giveaway for the first one. And we have our second one too. We're going to come out on Monday, another post with another opportunity.
I'm just hungry. It's dinner time, so my mind is on food.
Yeah, it's been a long day. She's been photographing like a machine again because it's Friday photograph, except this Friday was special because
I don't know how many of you guys have a money pile or a reserve pile, but our reserve pile was growing because we were sourcing, and then we had a guest in town, and then we were sourcing, and we kind of didn't stop sourcing, but I wasn't photographing, so I had like 250 plus items sitting in our dining room. And I was really tired of looking at it. So today I photographed the majority of it. I think I have 50 items left, maybe, to photograph tomorrow morning. Cross my fingers.
That's pretty good. That's really good. Because the amount of clothes that went through laundry and piles that were stacked, that was a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think our dining room was lost to clothes. So I was trying to get through that.
Yeah, there's
quickly.
Still some clothes out here too. And if, like we've mentioned in the past, when it comes down to our listings, when it's clothing, which is a lot of our clothing, she photographs and she lists that. It's really much all you.
And I don't take too long with them. I'm not.
You have your system.
I just do a hanging flat lay, so it takes like 1 to 2 minutes to do everything. But yeah, so also for those of you who also sell in Poshmark, did the postal increase affect your sales at all? Because today we made a sale. Oh, we've actually been making sales on Poshmark.
Yeah.
Despite the increase.
Let's see. Yeah, so in our case, I barely noticed the increase too because I was setting out offers and I saw that. But yeah, I don't think it made a big difference for us.
No, so nice sale today. We sold a rag and bone blazer that came out in one of our hauls when we went up to Northern California. I think we had it set at $115 and the buyer offered $100 and we took it.
Yeah.
Quickly took it.
Because that was $100 with no shipping discount.
Yeah, so they paid $107.
Yeah.
11. Stacy, do you batch your tasks? Yes. So besides sourcing and then not doing anything, I was out of town and between the two of us, he does the hard goods, I do the photos. So I try to do Photo Friday, where I will set time aside because I don't have to go into my office job. And I had my laptop set up, so I was watching Bones all day on Hulu. And then I had my coffee and I had my water, and there's also a restroom in there.
That room is set.
And I had my fanny pack with my battery pack attached to it. And I just photographed all day until I got hungry and snacked and went back to photograph. But
you got up at what, like 6:45 or something like that, and you were doing.
I didn't start photographing until like I don't know, closer to 9.
Yeah, you were doing all the other computer office stuff.
Yeah, so I think I was like closer to 9. And I was photographing, but I set myself up with my bins and something that I like to watch. And I'm just rewatching Bones. So if you've caught Bones before, it's one of my favorite shows. So I've just been watching that, and then that kind of helped me go through with the photos. But I will batch photograph, and then I put everything next to my desk in the office so that during the week I can just pull out a few at a time after I get off work, do some listings. Downside to doing this giant batch is as I'm going through, I might have some jackets that might have probably should have been listed before Christmas. But it's okay. Oh, bathing suits. Yeah. Actually, bathing suits are selling for us right now despite the weather. But yeah, I think the batching just depends on how you work. I think the batching can be very efficient because you don't have to focus on, I think it takes longer to do one item at a time, like to go through the entire process of photograph, measuring, listing one at a time, because then I'd have to move from station to station versus here I'm standing on one spot and I photograph as much as I can. And then when I list, I'm just sitting down and listing.
Yeah, I mean, same goes with the hard goods. Normally, I like to batch the hard goods as like kind of the type of item. So say I have DVDs. I'm going to do a bunch of DVDs because they have the same similar movements when I'm taking the pictures real quick. If I'm doing appliances, like kitchen appliances, I'll do all of them at the same time. I even try to keep them by brand so that when I go in, I can list similar and try to keep the listings fairly fluid too. But with hard goods, yeah, I don't have huge batches that I can do, because it'll be like 2 DVDs, a video game set, and like a coffee machine or something. Yeah,
versus like clothes was just a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
It's a lot. But it looks like a lot of people enjoy your Photo Friday.
Yeah, Photo Friday. And then I try to do Spreadsheet Sunday where I do bookkeeping. I am a little behind, but if you guys want to, hold yourselves and me accountable, you can tag me on Sunday.
Yeah.
On Saturday. Hey.
I like Posh Boss Blake joined, and then Thompson Jenny. Yes, please do hit the thumbs up button. Appreciate that.
And then Posh Boss Blake, the other day he went live. The day the Poshmark Posh Post news
broke.
Posh Postgate broke. Blake went live and talked about it. But yeah, I mean, the postal increase, we kind of expect it to go up every year because, costs of things go up. And
I mean, in general, most things are just going to get a little bit more expensive.
Yeah. And then we have at my family's restaurant every year, as like the cost of ingredients go up and stuff like that, we have to increase our prices, and our prices are normally like, 25 cents at a time, maybe each year.
Yeah, and even then
we always get people who are upset that the prices went up, even though the price of our food isn't that high. But, anytime you see an increase, you're going to get upset, or
it's going to ruffle a few feathers.
Yes. Yeah. Feathers. And then a few days goes by, and then you make some sales and you're good.
Yeah. We got a Sleepless Hustler in here. How's it going?
And Thompson Jennings.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And also with that shipping price, 7-Eleven,
besides for £5.
Yeah, that's real. I mean, I wish I could just sell anything, any shape for £5 or less on eBay for $7.11.
We sold a leather jacket. Was it the leather jacket that you were? Oh,
yeah.
Doc Martin boots recently.
Oh, yeah.
We sold a pair of Doc Martin boots, and they were £4 and like 90 ounces or 4. Does that make sense?
No, not 90 ounces. It came out
4.12.
It came out to be, it was £4, 14 ounces. It was just shy of hitting that 5-pound mark. They were smaller boot size, so that helped. But I mean, those
It is
same
a
boots,
steal.
those same boots on eBay, I would have had to ship those.
And they were, besides heavy, they were bulky.
Yeah, those would have probably at best gone for about $12.50 or $12, whatever medium flat rate is.
And Blake's right, because you can ship in any form of packaging up to 5 pounds, which is amazing. Because whenever we put like heavy jackets and heavy shoes on eBay or Poshmark,
yeah, we're sitting there crossing our fingers.
we really, really hope that the offers work on Poshmark.
Yeah, and in some cases, I mean, it looks like 20%. The feed looks a little bit higher, but I mean, after that shipping convenience, and I mean, in general, like it's just a lot easier.
So, Cajun Reseller, are you saying you don't have like 7-Eleven, the convenience store in Louisiana? I didn't know.
I didn't know there was a place without it.
Yeah.
You got to have Circle K, maybe.
Or one of those. Yes, free shipping supplies. Yeah, the post office. Okay, so I used to work at the post office, which I've shared with Blake and I think Laura, but I worked at the post office for a while, and they're really busy. So when the packages come through and like when you're thinking about the cost of like the shipping supplies and then all that stuff, being free, like during Christmas season, postal workers are working anywhere from 10 to 14 hours a day. And then some postal workers at the plant work the entire month. Like you can choose to, obviously you don't have to. It's not forced doing a full 31 days in December. But I did have a few coworkers who actually worked.
Looked forward to it.
Looked forward to the month of December for their overtime, but they worked every single day for like 12 hours.
Yeah. So, I mean, the cost of shipping, very much understandable. And also, it's kind of like, it's pretty crazy to think that for roughly $7, you can ship something from California, and in about 3 days, it's in New York in somebody else's hand. For $7, that's kind of like a magic trick.
Oh, so I know who you're talking about, Blake. So Teach to Thrift on Instagram, she had posted that her she sold this really huge anthro comforter, and it was over $200, and they paid, but it weighed over 10 pounds, which is over the limit on Posh. So she was trying to figure out how to work around it, but Blake is saying she might have to cancel. It was a really good.
Well, I mean, there's another option, I think, it might work, in which you take I think you can take the package already with the prepaid label and
just tack on the money.
And you tack on the difference at the post office.
But she would have to cover.
Yeah, that means she covers when she shows up.
And Reseller Revolution is in here. Oh, so 7-Eleven doesn't exist in Louisiana or Tennessee.
But you have lots of Circle Ks.
I don't know what Racetrack is. Probably the same thing.
Yeah, in the same realm.
7-Eleven is just it's a Circle K.
It's
not fancy.
There was Circle K in Vietnam.
There was a Circle K in Vietnam. We did frequent Circle K.
Yeah, and if I remember, I think it was 7-Eleven in Hong Kong.
Yep.
Where, if you like, they have Jack and Coke pre-mixed. Oh,
that was where we bought it.
You can get a Jack and Coke glass bottles already pre-mixed. I've never seen that before, but it's convenient.
So what convenience stores do you have in Tennessee? Like, what are they called? So like all our grocery stores, like our grocery stores in Southern California vary from Northern California too.
Yeah.
Like I think most people have like Kroger and Safeway. Yeah, and then ours is Vaughn's and Ralph's. Mm-hmm. And then we don't have, when we were in Oregon, it was Winco was the big one, and Fred Meyer.
Yeah.
And we don't have that where we are in LA.
Yeah, there's certain parts of California that might have a Winco, but we don't see it.
Pilot Speedways.
I don't know, but their names are better than ours. I mean, like I said, I just pulled into Pilot Speedways.
Yeah, we are married.
Oh, yeah. If you didn't know. And in case we do have anyone new, we are Sell Quick, Ship Quick.
Yep. And we've been married for going on 5 years.
Yes.
So this
Anyone
will be,
in the chat know what that 5-year gift is? I mean, I think there's like
we're
certain
not
gifts.
gifting each other anything.
Well, I can draw it.
You can't draw.
I can't draw. I'll make a music video.
Oh, I know. Winco. Okay, I loved Winco when we were in Portland and we went to Winco.
Yeah.
That was like the prices there were amazing. And then their bulk section was great because down here, the only bulk we actually, well, before Sprouts came along, it was Whole Foods, and Whole Foods is,
Yeah.
like your entire paycheck in one grocery trip.
Mm-hmm. You go in there for bulk and you get like 3 beans, and it costs you like $3. Just $3 for 3 beans.
3 beans.
Mm-hmm. So you gotta be like in the old cartoons, Looney Tunes, cutting beans in half.
Blood of your enemies is the 5-year gift.
Whoa. I don't know how we're gonna get that, but maybe they have it on Amazon.
I'm sure someone sells it on Amazon. Wait, but it'll be 5 years and we've been stuck together for...
Oh, we've been stuck together longer than 5 years.
Can I math?
I can't math. We've known
11.
each other since 98.
Yeah, but like that's knowing each other.
Yeah, but we've been together for 11 years.
It'll be 11 this year and then 5 married.
Yeah.
And then...
So like last year we were celebrating 4 years married, but we're like, oh yeah, that's cool. But bigger, we're going to celebrate 10 years together. This year, I think 5-year married sounds better than 11.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. All that's going to mean is we're going to go out and eat. If you follow us on Instagram, you'll notice most of the time there's some kind of food in there too. All right, but I think we can...
And yes, Ralph's is SoCal, subsidiary of Kroger, which we actually don't have. Do we have a Ralph's like right around us? Not
So a long time ago, Ralph's used to be what is now 99-cent store.
That was a Ralph's?
That was a Ralph's.
Oh.
Many moons ago, which would have been just down the street from us.
Yeah, Kroger stuff is very cheap. Like they're
like even like certain the cans.
Yeah, I'll pick up their canned stuff because it's cheaper. But we have like the Asian grocery stores here, so you can buy produce for super duper cheap. Like I'll go into the grocery store and fill up an IKEA bag of groceries for $20.
Yeah.
And the fruit's cheaper.
Oh, the fruit. And so the only thing is when you're buying that fruit, you should be eating it within a couple days.
And that kind of goes for most fruit.
Not always. Sometimes people buy groceries to eat it. Like they'll buy it on Monday because they're going to eat it on Friday.
That's...
I don't know. It's the beauty. Sorry, we're getting like sales come in. So you guys are lucky. Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah. But I think we could announce so we have 2 winners, and one winner is going to get the Starbucks gift card.
Yes. So a $10 Starbucks gift card and then a set of poly bags.
Poly mailers. Yeah,
from,
for the second.
You Pack and Ship. So if you guys haven't heard of You Pack and Ship, it's a really great company. We actually heard of them at eBay Open 2 years ago, which womp womp, there's no eBay Open this year.
Yeah.
But really good company. They have really cute mailers, and that's like the extent of our wrapping on Poshmark is throwing it in a nice poly bag.
Yeah.
Because we don't do the tissue paper.
Well, I mean, so I do the shipping, right? I have tried in the past to wrap Christmas gifts for Tiffany. I've tried to wrap, some birthday stuff, but I'm not good at it. I think it's worse if I try to make it look pretty. So I just keep it simple, a poly bag.
Yeah, so they're poly bags. We actually are, we'll announce the winner and then they can actually choose which poly bag design they want.
Yeah, we'll contact them through IG, figure out what they want, and then we'll get that order.
Yeah, so, and then if you didn't catch it, for Chinese New Year, we had talked about on Instagram that we were going to do a month of giveaways in February because it's like good fortune to give fortune.
Yeah.
For Chinese New Year. So we're going to do a giveaway. We're going to announce a giveaway every Monday in February. And then because we want to reach more people, we're going to do 2 giveaways every Monday, which totals 8 total giveaways, and 8 is a lucky number.
Yes.
And so one will always be coffee because coffee is life.
Or
And-
tea. Or a
Or-
mug if you don't drink any caffeine.
Yeah. Or their cake pops if you like Starbucks cake pops. And we've tried their sandwiches and they're really good too. But what's the other and then whatever like
Yeah, so the first one's going to be, like we said, coffee. Then the second prize will change each time. So for the first one, let's announce our coffee winner. So the winner might not be on here. That's fine. You don't have to be on the live to win, but we'll reach out. And if for whatever reason that person does not want their coffee card, we'll do another run. All right. So here I have it, and I'll tag that video up when we're done with this. But for the coffee one, we have
Guadalupe Lives.
Yeah,
coffee.
Yeah, for coffee. Guadalupe Lives or Guadalupe Live? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that lives.
Yeah. But yeah, and her name is Guadalupe on IG, so I mean, easy enough. So that's our coffee winner.
Okay.
Yeah. Now for our poly bags. I mean, how many people can use poly bags?
That's 100 packages. So we're wishing you 100 sales so you use your 100 poly bags.
Yeah, definitely wishing you 100 sales. And our winner for that one is...
Oh my gosh, Wasabi.
Oops, let me see.
Come here.
It is Flippin' It New York City style. And that's Flippin', FLIPPINITNYC style. And that's for the poly bags. I don't know if either one of you guys are in here. If you are, congrats.
Why are you crying?
If you're not, I hope you pay attention to your DMs because we'll be looking for you. And I mean,
and then you can just sign up for the next giveaway on Monday.
Yeah, we'll have another one. And Monday's secondary gift we'll announce. And I think it's going to be useful for a lot of people.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're trying to keep our gifts, our second prizes, to be functional because we don't want to just give you stuff. We want to give you something that's going to help you make more money.
Yeah, sign up on Instagram.
Yeah.
We'll do the post. We'll post the rules on Instagram on Monday, and then
Announce the prize. Then
you can just tag up to 5 people. Yes, this is Wasabi, and Wasabi likes to cry when he knows that we're talking to a camera. He likes to wander around our feet and wait for us to pick him up, and then he'll cry a little bit, and then if Ginger wakes up, then they start chasing each other around.
I mean, oddly enough, I think they know we're live, so they're behaving for the most part, because if you guys watch any of our other videos, often in the middle of recording, they go crazy.
Yeah.
And we actually had Kiki's mom, it was joining us, a friend from Portland, Lisa, and she saw us hit record to start recording our video, and all of a sudden they jumped up.
Oh yeah, these two started chasing around, and this one suddenly had like hops, and he was jumping over the ottoman, and then we heard a bunch of ruckus, and yeah, it was.
The funny part is I kept saying because the bunnies, because they were making a bunch of noise, we had 3 bunnies, and our bunnies started scurrying, and then they have porcelain bowls, so that was making noise. It was a whole thing.
It was. So we are gonna make. So I'm gonna use the air fryer and make, for my keto followers, ish. So the burgers are gonna be
keto friendly. No.
Yeah, the burgers are.
Yeah.
But not the fries that go with it.
No.
So we're making air fryer burger patty things and French fries. What happened? Oh, are you grabbing a?
Well, if you're going to hold one, I'm going to hold one. Okay.
So this is Batman.
I can barely see him because he's so dark.
There you go.
But
that's Batman.
A quick story about Batman before. Look at that.
Love him. Hi.
Yeah, oddballs. Quick story about Batman. He actually made a premiere on the first time we were on YouTube a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he had a little turd.
Yeah.
And it was stuck to the
little dingleberry.
a little dingleberry on his tail, and I thought something's like wrong with his fur, and it was matted. And
But
we
the
thought
thing
we were
was,
off the live.
Yeah, because we were live with Wade from Wade's Venture, and at the end he said goodbye. We said goodbye, but apparently we didn't end broadcast, and we were still talking about the bunnies dingleberries on camera, and then we started getting messages from other reseller friends.
Oh, they were texting us.
They were
to let us know
texing
that
us.
we're still
You're
live.
still live. You're still live.
Hey guys. All right. So I'm gonna go make our food, and I hope you guys have had your dinner.
Yeah, I
or
appreciate
will be
everyone.
having your dinner.
Yeah.
Soon.
Or had your dinner
Already.
or a snack. Either way, I'd suggest you hop on Instagram and you'll see a picture of what Tiffany makes and what I eat.
Yeah, and then if you guys have any questions about, like, I don't know, anything that we talked about today.
So one thing we've noticed, and we appreciate everything, is we've gotten a growing Poshmark following who's interested in selling on eBay, and we're all ears to help. I mean, no question. I mean, there are certain questions that you could probably figure out, but sometimes there's little things that are a little tricky. But feel free to contact us through DMs on Instagram. It's the quickest way. And again,
thank you for joining us.
Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, which I think you guys are probably all subscribed.
But thanks for joining us tonight, and we will catch you guys next week.
Yeah, next week.
Maybe on Friday again. Oh, wait. Friday's Valentine's Day.
Oh.
I mean.
We'll have Valentine's Day with other people. We'll see if we decide to go live or just, enjoy the night. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Miss you guys, and too bad for eBay Open. Bye-bye.